Welcome to the shit show.
we're only talking about what we see. It sucks when like some people are going by their government name because then it's harder to like separate what we're saying. You know, John Cena, the person seems like a fine person. John Cena, the character, is fucking trash. So like when I say John Cena's fucking trash, I don't mean the person. I don't fucking know the person at all. I don't give a shit about that person. I'm just saying the hustle, loyalty, respect. I always want the belt. That fucking thing is dog shit. And if you like that, this podcast isn't for you because you fucking suck.
Yep.
But that's the thing is when we're saying all these things, unless it's about like fascism and Donald Trump and all that shit.
Fuck Donald Trump.
Oh, you said the magic word.
Yeah, we're not talking about the humans, right? Because
Right.
Spoiler alert, I didn't like that Mercedes Moné came back. So but like, I don't know her as a person. I don't give a fuck about her. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
there you go.
Yeah. Conager, shout out Conager in the chat. See, this is why we like in the chat. Got to shout out when audio isn't connected right and something ain't happening. And this is a good point to point out why you should go to alleatewrapup.com because all the links are there, like the YouTube, where you can find where I'll post, the repaired versions of these shows that have all of the audio in case you missed the front. And then you can go back and listen on demand because that's what we do for you. Because we do it for you. We work tirelessly, right? We give our labor to you. So that reminds me to also tell you to go to alleatewrapup.com and hit that donate button, Tom. I'm excited, though, about Dynamite. I thought we had a real good Dynamite. We're coming still hot off a Double or Nothing.
Come on. Yep, we are
feels?
going. We're going. And you know what? We went right to, Tim, Richmond, Virginia.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Richmond, Virginia. You ever been to Virginia?
Here's the thing. I don't know. Maybe. I don't. I forget
Yeah.
it's a state sometimes.
Yeah.
You know?
Right, yeah. Virginia. It's a very historical, impactful
Yes.
state.
Yes. But
Yeah.
like, especially when you go like up in the Northeast, like Delaware's not a fucking state. Get out of here.
That's the thing. Yeah, like if I was walking around, I'd be like, "Where are you from?" And somebody was like, "Virginia," I'd be like, "Really?" Somebody told me West Virginia, I probably wouldn't bat an eye, right? But if you told me Virginia, Congress says the beach is awesome there, big waves. Yeah, so I lived in Manassas, Virginia for about 6 months.
Oh, look
Manassas,
at
Bristol
you.
area. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Wow.
Yep.
They should get rid of West Virginia then. Again, I am a big proponent
Join
of
it together.
Yeah, fuck
it's
all
Carolina,
this North and
it's
South
Dakota,
North, South,
Virginia.
Yeah. It's one fucking state. Stop
Yeah.
being an asshole.
Yeah.
Stop with this bullshit.
Right.
You know
and
what I
we're
mean?
giving New Mexico back to Mexico. Sorry.
Yeah.
Going there.
Fucking, look, they'd probably rather be with Mexico at this point.
Yeah, at
so,
this
like,
point,
you know what I mean?
Healthcare.
Yeah, the healthcare, all
right.
this shit. So, you know.
Fucking.
Yeah.
Look,
or
I'm trying
just
to get to
rename it.
Mexico.
Yeah, I know.
I'm going. Yeah.
Yeah. Or just rename it, right? You're going to be like Dinosaur Alley or something. Like you're no longer Mexico or whatever.
Yeah. It's time. You've grown up enough. Let's establish your own identity.
Be
right?
your own thing.
Yeah. It's like when a rapper drops the Lil once they're like 25.
Yeah, like Bow
Except for
Wow,
Lil
who
Wayne.
we're seeing next weekend.
Oh,
Bow Wow, we're
right.
seeing next
That's
weekend.
right. Bow Wow.
Tacos and tequila.
He's the one we're going for. That's
Who is it that you're going for? If you had to
it's
say.
3-6.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, I like 3-6. Busta Rhymes, though, is why I'm
well,
going.
yeah, Busta. Yeah, I mean, geez,
Busta Rhymes.
Busta's there. That's true. Busta's there.
Rhymes is my guy.
It's going to be good.
You got Bow Wow. You got Soulja Boy. You got All for One, which they're going to.
Brian
you got
McKnight is up in this motherfucker. Yeah,
Brian
112.
McKnight.
Yep.
Yeah.
Peaches and Cream. That's the song that's going to like. That's going to
Peaches
set
and
off.
cream. Dun, dun, dun,
Tacos and tequila. Anybody that has a tacos and tequila near you, check it out. It's
Go
great.
to
It's a great
them.
lineup.
They're fun. A lot of fun. They got wrestling. And speaking of wrestling,
Lucha.
we'll talk about
Yep.
it now. So again, like I said, we were in Richmond, Virginia at the Siegel Center, the granddaddy of them all. We all know
Yeah.
where that place is at.
Yeah.
We all know where Richmond's at. And we kicked it off with a World Championship match. And it was physical. So we had our challenger. Oh, actually, let's kick it off before that. So
Yeah.
before we even do...
We cold open with Roosh here.
This is interesting. So we cold open, like you said, with Roosh. MJF gets in his face and is like, what you fucking gonna do? And Roosh hits him. And then they, like, you know, have a spat.
Yeah. Yep.
And then we cut to that to then go to Roosh again.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, like, why didn't we do the Andrade one?
Yeah.
Like, it felt weird, right?
It felt disjointed. Yeah.
it did.
And so he beats up MJF earlier in the day. Then we get him again. And then this is when Andrade, as you mentioned, comes up to him and is like, hey, win it because they say people like us can't be the champion. Which, fun fact, Swerve Strickland, to his credit, was a big proponent of like, I want to be the first African-American, the first black AEW champion. As of now, there has not been a Mexican AEW World Heavyweight Champion. So Andrade has a little bit of truth that he's saying here. And he's like, so win one for us, right? So Roosh puts on his headgear, walks out to the ring. Roosh, 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 Roosh. And then MJF, being the fucking asshole he is, dresses like a matador.
Yeah.
And walks out and is like, ha, ha, ha. And also, I caught this. He made the golden voice, old Justin Roberts, say that MJF is also the guy that stopped Hangman Adam Page from ever having a world championship match. Still hitting that button.
So, man, my boss at work, who I mentioned earlier, right? Former wrestling fan, falling out of it. Keep trying to get him to watch Double or Nothing, right? To kind of get back into it.
Is this the guy that used to hang around here from time to time?
Uh-huh. Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
So he said he watched the Chris Van Vliet, I think, with MJF, and he was like, "This might be one of the greatest talkers in pro wrestling history." And I was like, "I know that, John. I know that." You know what I mean? I was like,
"We're aware.
I've been aware." And he was like, "The way he's like seamlessly in and out of kayfabe, like I can't really tell." And I was like, "Yeah, nobody can." I was like, "Nobody really can because it doesn't exist." And I was like,
I don't think he can either.
Yeah. And I was like, John, he's legitimately been building this form of this character since he was like 5 years old. Like he's just like, this is it. I was like, it's insane. And he was talking about, he was praising how he, in the same sentence, was making Darby Allin sound like a worthless chump, but also making him sound like the toughest competitor in the same. And I was like, John, it's insane. I was like, the stuff this guy can do. He made a hair match suddenly make us all talk for fucking weeks.
And to his credit, like some of the old timers need to take a cue from that because, and again, he wasn't on the show. At least I don't think so. We're going to review it anyhow. But like MVP has a bad habit of like, my guys are the best. And obviously everyone else fucking sucks. And it's like, then I don't care if you win.
Yeah, right. Yeah, if you're better than everybody, well, of course. Then
what the fuck do I care?
In the wrong league.
So, but yeah, MJF does it really well. But we get this world championship match. Now, we had the stipulation, no countouts.
No countouts.
Which, correct me if I'm wrong, that doesn't mean no disqualification.
Yeah, usually those two should come in tandem because the idea is the champion's advantages are now gone. Right. Yeah.
Well, and then also, like, if Rimsberg here was a real, fucking referee, there were some times where people were getting put through tables and stuff like that's a disqualification. You know what I mean?
Right. Yep.
So yeah, a little bit silly, but
reminder that we have a video somewhere buried in our YouTube channel, and there somewhere. Bryce Rimsberg is a dick.
Yep. He looks like it. I mean, we all know. Come on. Right? No one looks like that in
the
school.
Say Yuta sucks? Was he one of the ones that we got to say Yuta sucks?
Probably, because Yuta does. So, like, you can be an asshole and still think Yuta sucks. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I remember Justin Roberts didn't want to, but I think he gave us a real quick. He's like, all right, Yuta sucks.
Yeah.
Like, all right.
Because he fucking does. But this one, we get some fun here. We get a back and forth towards the middle part of the match. Roosh starts to have a shoulder injury, so he can't really, capitalize on the advantages he has. That allows MJF to obviously be a step ahead. He ends up getting the bell lock grapevine on Roosh, and Roosh doesn't quit, but he passes out. Referee calls it MJF winner by stoppage. What'd you think?
So everything we just said about MJF never even touched how the man wrestles. And we just talked about what was a 40-some minute match to open the show. And I want to also give a lot of credit here to Roosh. Like, I know he's good, but this was real. Like, he put an hell of a performance on the big stage here. These guys put on a really great match on free television for the title. We did a really good job here. I in no way thought MJF's losing a title tonight. So the outcome shocked me a little that we got it necessarily clean, but as you've said, this is kind of a theme with MJF. Not the majority of these big wins he gets aren't buy like, oh, I kicked you in the nuts and rolled you up. Like, he cheats throughout the match in some ways, but it's not the like ref turned his back, so I hit you with a chair and then I cover your lifeless body.
Because again, I love Hangman Adam Page, obviously, if you can see above my head. But like the idea that people thought he cheated when he hit Hangman with the Dynamite Diamond Ring in a Texas death match, you can. You know what I mean?
Right, yeah.
So like he's doing things fine. It's also the Mercedes Moné thing where Mercedes is like, I'm so fucking good. And it's like, you are. So like, stop fucking.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Now it's just bragging. It's weird. Yeah.
You're a sore winner. I don't want to fucking see that either. So yeah, he gets the victory, and then we go right into the conglomeration man, Mark Briscoe. And Mark Briscoe, he gets out there because MJF's gonna fuck up.
Yeah, he comes out and he fights. They fight a little. They
fight. And then Briscoe's like, I'm gonna be the champion, right? And you're the devil.
He had a match, right?
Yeah. So then we go right into Mark Briscoe versus, he knows how to put on his gear and where to go for the next town, but he's spooky, Leo Rush.
That's what I'm forgetting. Did he do the promo after the Leo Rush match, or was it before the Leo Rush match? That's what I'm trying to remember.
He does it afterwards.
Yeah, okay. So this Leo Rush match, man, I know it's not our thing, but this is going to be a thing because a lot of people seem to like it. This Leo Rush weird goblin thing.
They don't like it. They don't like it. They don't. They don't fucking like it. What they like is wanting it to be different. They like something different.
They like that it's gonna be, and I say this, I'll be fine enough if it's kind of how they used it in the Stadium Stampede, where randomly in the background, like we said, there's a circus going on and there's a freak and everybody's like, what in the fuck is the freak? But like, I don't know. Again, why would he let him whisper in his ear? Like, I don't, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not down for it. It's not my thing, but it's here to stay. It seems for a while.
No, it's done. It's done. We all know it's done. No one likes this. If you say you like it, you're lying to yourself, right? Like,
where is it to go is what I would ask. Like, what are we going to do with it? And like, how long will you just be okay with it not going anywhere? Because that's what I feel like it has nowhere to go.
It's stupid. It's just dumb.
Like I told you, if somebody was leading an army of these freaks and we started seeing more of them to find like somebody controlling these people, sure. But
and also, here's the other thing about this, where AEW kind of gets themselves in a little bit of a pickle, is they like to tell the mainstream media or media outside of the wrestling bubble is more like it, that this is where the best wrestle. This is more sports-based entertainment, okay? You want all that clown stuff, you go over to Magamania, and then you got this fucking thing. Like, get the fuck out of here. You know what I mean? Like,
I still feel like, again, traditionally in wrestling, there was always, a thing. Like they say, there's something for everyone. And I think AEW still holds more true to that, right? Where it's not, but
no, this isn't anyone's thing. Come on, everyone knows that.
Look, I don't like it. It's not my thing.
No one likes it. No one likes it. We all know no one likes it.
We could be saying the same thing. I'm saying I am part of everyone. So,
Yeah. And you know how I know that no one likes it? He keeps losing. So he lost here to Mark Briscoe, right?
Yeah, I'm not seeing a whole lot of justice for Leo.
Because he fucking sucks. And we just go
push
like...
rush.
Yeah. Because, this is one of those things where I see while I'm on Blue Sky, these like AEW apologists where AEW can do nothing wrong. We always love every beat of AEW. There's never been a thing that they've ever done except for CM Punk that I've ever disliked, right? And it's like bullshit. Stop saying that you like it because you don't like it.
Congress says I like it. He's going to get more.
No, you don't. You don't like it. You don't like it. Like, you don't.
When you lay down to bed at night and you're
you're lying right now, and that's okay. But right before you go to sleep, you're going to have to think about your day.
To discuss.
Yeah. Right before you go to bed, you're going to be like, I lied to Thomas today. And that's something you got to live with, right? I'm honest with you. You're not being honest with me. You don't like it. You don't like it.
But we love everybody, whether you're lying to us or not.
We love everyone.
As long as you're not a
but-
fascist.
Fuck down, try.
Exactly. Yeah. And look, I always support all of the people that support us and listen and everything. It's great. Just don't lie to me. You know, you don't like Leo Rush. You just don't. Okay. You don't. So then,
Hey, you mentioned, what did you mention in the Leo Rush thing? I wanted to hit on it. Well, it'll come back to me. Let's just move on.
where how he knows where the towns are and he knows how to put his
No.
gear on, but he's still.
No, you mentioned a different person that I
Okay.
was going to highlight, but I forgot. Where we
No,
were
okay.
going. So,
Well,
yeah, we'll go back.
he's a goof. Mark Briscoe wins, and Mark Briscoe doesn't do the goof thing. This is where he gets a little serious.
Yeah.
And okay, right. He makes some good points. He pinned MJF in their street fight, I believe it was, and he can be the champion. So he's calling him out, and he says that he's the devil, but he's read the Bible, so that means the devil's
He
dead.
said, you lose.
Well,
He said, you
yeah,
read the
you
book. You
lose.
lose.
Okay.
So again, I like a more serious Mark Briscoe. I would still say this is still. I mean, he's not a well-spoken man, right? So he's not going to cut like a John Cena promo where he really cuts deep with his cunning words, right? But like, this is better. I think this is something you could market more and get people behind as the everyman thing, right? I think what you wanted out of Eddie Kingston, which we're not going to get,
I know I keep seeing Eddie going like, watch ROH. And it's like, brother, do you know how busy I am? Like,
Yep. Conager brought it. Okay, so Conager said only CM Punk sucked in AEW, and anyone who left AEW lol. Which,
yes, exactly.
Right,
yeah, everyone, Aleister Black, you fucking pussy. You guys are Miro, you piece of shit. Of course, those fucking people.
I watched a video today of a guy who said, if you hate AEW, let me tell you why you're wrong, right? Like why, what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And he said, I think what really set people off who have like hated AEW from day one. And I think people don't talk about it. Everybody talks about the CM Punk and all the things. It was Moxley. Moxley saying outright, I'm leaving this place. It's trash. They suck at the height of the Shield, right? And like just leaving them dry. Like he says it opens something. A lot of people are like, well, fuck you. I like this thing. What do you, he's like, and they've never forgiven AEW or him for that at all. In fact, remember he went on a podcast and was like, no, they suck. They're creatively stifling. Like
that part too, but
terrible.
yeah. They just, hey, by the way, again, not to Magamania can go fuck themselves. But I will say this: if you're one of those guys who wants to brag that you watch everything, like that's a fucking feat of strength or intelligence, go fuck yourself. Because like the other thing too is outside of wrestling, motherfuckers just wear Nikes. But the other idea is like, oh, you only like one brand? It's like, yeah, motherfucker, I buy one brand of cereal. I buy one brand of shoes. I don't buy fucking Asics, right? Like I'm not getting every pair of shoes, even though I love shoes, you fucks. But did you see over there, Magamania, who their newest shareholder is? Did you see that?
Oh, isn't it Trump?
It's that fuck
Rapist.
rapist. Yeah, they added a rapist. And he is no, he's built like a linebacker. His doctor says he's the fucking best. Again, another thing where these fucking assholes have to go to bed at night knowing that they lied. You know what I mean? Yeah, pieces of shit. God, you fucking.
Conager back on the Mark Briscoe. He said he went on for too long. Could have had another women's match instead of that. I agree he went on too long, right? I like the idea of him being more serious and just being like, you're a bitch.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Getting back on track. Yeah. Getting back on track. One thing I was going to say is I think the whole conglomeration could use a little bit more towards this. Now, Orange Cassidy is a thing to himself. Like he's not perfected it, but like we don't need him tweaking too many things. But like Kyle O'Reilly,
being cool with people should just be a thing. That's across the board. Like other than heels, everybody likes Orange Cassidy because whatever, man.
Right. But like the Kyle O'Reillys, the Roderick Strongs, even the Willows, Willow again warms my heart anytime she's around. But like a little bit, even though she doesn't do the Mark Briscoe word of the day is temptation.
Sometimes
or whatever
she's
the fuck
happy for happy's sake when she could get a little more. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Okay, let's keep it moving. What do we get? We get a quick look of the rise and then the fall of Jet Speed because later on in the night we're going to get that match.
Right.
Good highlight package.
Yep.
And then we get THEKLA. And what? I don't know what to What do you want me to do?
Well, yeah, because here's the thing. All right. THEKLA is, I think you even said as such, for whatever reason. All right, I like her every time I see her. I'm like, she's weird, she's nuts, she's crazy. I like that because that means something could happen at any moment.
Yeah.
She gives me the feel this shit can get real weird real fast.
Yeah,
And
she'll suck your toes or stab you.
It kind of did, right? Like, or maybe both at the same time.
Yeah, maybe both.
Especially when I ask for it. So she goes, eventually turns that into a rant on Stardom and does the whole thing where she climbs up there and spits on the Stardom logo. Great. If I had some reason to know or care what Stardom was, right?
That's the thing. Yeah.
Yeah. To the non, I know what Stardom is, but I don't. Right? I don't watch it. I don't so I don't have an emotional connection to it, and most of the people watch it probably don't either. So that felt like a weird out of nowhere thing. I'm suspecting it's Forbidden Door. We're gonna get some Stardom folks over, but should we have brought them over and had THEKLA get mad at them being there?
Well, because I also think it's weird to do a blanket statement of Stardom, because in the reverse, if Stardom said fuck AEW, but really they have a problem with THEKLA, well, we don't like THEKLA, so yeah, fuck THEKLA. But if you're going to say fuck AEW, well, now I don't like you. You know what I mean? So, like, call someone out specifically.
Yeah,
you are the reason why, like,
you're why Stardom sucks, because, like, oh, you're repping Stardom, or just that. I hear you're repping Stardom. Fill in the blank wrestler. Well, that means you suck.
Yeah. And then I can make my decision on, okay, maybe they do. Because like I said, Stardom has baby faces and heels just like AEW. So if you just make blanket statements, we don't know who you're talking about. You could be talking about another heel, which, spit on that fucking person. Or you could be talking about the baby face and then don't do that. You know what I mean? So, yeah. And also the twins or the sisters here, the sisters of sin,
The Sin Twins.
Yeah, what the fuck? We gotta stop looking like extras. We gotta get you guys fucking get some coffee in you or something. Like,
let's have them fuck some people up.
Yeah,
get some weapons and fuck some people up. Be crazy.
We had that highlight, a career highlight, I would honestly say, for Sky Blue with the blood just coming out of her fucking forehead in the blood and guts match. So we know she gets wild, so get fucking wild. Like, there too many times, and I get it, THEKLA's the star, right? And THEKLA should be star. I'm not saying that, but you can't just be...
Yeah, they're just standing there.
Yeah, it's like, stop being a waste of space. You're a treat.
At least taunt the crowd. You know what I mean?
Something.
Like, you would see, if Kevin Nash is talking, right? And we're talking Kevin Nash and Scott Hall are two of the best they do, right? But Scott Hall's over there fucking with the crowd, fucking, you know what I mean? Like, like doing something. Like
even to a lesser extent, fucking Buff Bagwell was, right?
Yeah, or X-Pac. You know what I mean? He was waggling his dick at people. Like, do something.
So, like, do something.
Julia Hart, waggle your dick at somebody.
You look like trees in a high school play, and they just give them twigs and they're like, fucking move around. And they're like,
I agree. I think they're still... They weren't dressed in it this way, so I'll give them that. But I still think they're trying to play into like, we're kind of creepy. And I'm like,
no, you look bored.
We can't do that. Yeah,
you look
bored.
Misfits.
THEKLA feels like a punk rock misfit here in this thing.
Mm-hmm.
You can call it the Toxic Spider, I get it, but like, let's move more to that, right? Like,
because the other thing too,
leather and chains, less fucking witches' hats and fucking
right. Well, and to speak to that, one last thing I'll say before we move on is, again, you also have to consider that new people could be watching. And they don't know that the Sisters of Sin are kind of crazy. So they're just like, who the fucking, why are they looking bored?
Why do they let these fans hanging out with?
Yeah.
Conager here says Leo Rush is going to see the conglomeration one day and join them. And wouldn't you love that?
Yeah, because it's going to be better than this shit. The fucking thing sucks. We all know it sucks. I'm not saying Leo Rush sucks. I'm saying the Blackheart or whatever the fuck he's calling himself sucks. We know that sucks.
Wasn't that what the Tommaso Ciampa was?
Yeah, I don't know what Blackheart. Hold on, I have it written down.
It's something. It's something. Yeah, I forget what.
No, it is Blackheart. Yeah, because he was Blackheart in Magamania. Okay. He's the Psycho Killer in AEW, but he was Blackheart. Yeah. All right, let's keep it going. We get so after THEKLA just makes a blanket statement against the wind,
spits on our fucking jumbotron.
Yeah, showed him.
Way to
You
stick
showed
it to
him.
Stardom.
Yeah.
Now Bill's got to go up there and squeegee that off.
Right. But then we get Will Ospreay, and Marina's working on his neck, which, what the fuck? Right? You got a wife. She's there.
She's touching up on your neck. Why are those guys shirtless?
Yeah.
What's going on in this fucking club?
Yeah. So
Death riding dirty up in here.
Yeah, but we get all this stuff, right? We get
Yeah.
This is a different blah 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 blah. This is a different man that you're faced. Blah blah all that stuff.
Yeah, he's
and
never
then,
faced this Will.
This guy. Whoa. And then Moxley says, "For real, I'm not blowing smoke up your ass, but I'm starting to see it. He's starting to see this killer Will Ospreay." Yeah.
Yeah.
And Moxley led the Death Riders away, and Ospreay thanked him. Here's where you jump the shark a little bit. You're in the fucking group if you're getting a massage from one of them.
That's what I mean. He's in the Death Riders now, right? Like,
you're in the Death Riders. You can't say you're not.
Right.
If you do the thing.
Where's his olive pants?
Yeah. Where's your white t-shirt? You know?
He has to get some olive pants. We got to solidify this.
Because if you want to say, hey, we show up at 5:30, we do a quick workout, and then our match is at 8. After our 5:30 workout, I go to my trailer or do whatever, and then they go do their thing. Fine. But if you're getting a massage from the fucking Marina Shafir, you're in the group.
This feels like you're paying for services at this point, right? Is this John Moxley's your personal trainer?
Yeah.
Right? Death Riders CrossFit Club.
Exactly. Yeah. Burpees. Whoa, what the fuck? Yeah. All right.
Right here chasing tennis balls off the wall. What'd you do by 10 a.m.?
Yeah. I had my knees up to my shoulders.
What are you fucking doing?
All right. Next up, we have, I'll say it because it's here, the IWGP Global Heavyweight Champion. Don't care about that. Andrade of the Don Callis family. And he beats some guy. It says DK Vandu. DK Vandu had more of a chance of winning the Daytona 500 walking than he did beating fucking Andrade in this match. Whatever. And that's fine. He does the selfie before the match, which you knew was going to be quick because we're not even going to do the thing during it. But he then says, hey, I'm going to beat MJF. I'm the real...
Yeah. A lot of people saying that. A lot of people mentioning MJF's name tonight.
But here's the interesting thing. Don Callis is like, hey. We got a deal with MJF. Like, so shut the fuck up, essentially. Like, pump the brakes, right? So he says that in one breath. And then in the next breath, we get the Jet Kevin Knight, who, because you're a heel, you're in the Don Callis family.
You're in the Don Callis family.
Which... To his credit, though, I'm trying to think through. They don't have a black guy in their group, right?
I don't think so.
Rocky Romero? Is Rocky Romero African American or
I don't
black?
think he is. No, that I'm aware. I don't think so.
Yeah, that I'm aware of. But yeah, they're all white guys.
Does somebody? I don't look. I'm not who to comment on whose race is what. But
yeah. But I'm just saying.
You're right. And they're already the most diverse pro wrestling faction in history. Yes,
and now they've just added more. But okay, so Kevin Knight, I'll say this part, then we'll get into this.
Kevin Knight could use a mouthpiece.
But not this guy.
This is
not this.
Yeah, no. It's not the same vibe.
But I do want to say this. Kevin Knight says, I'm going to be 2 belts Kevin Knight or whatever. That. And Don Callis is like, yes, you are.
Yes, he is. Right.
Which we just said, what'd you say to Andrade, right? What are you thinking is happening there? So what do you think's happening there?
Do you think we get the Andrade pull away? You think he's going to notice that too? Be like, hey, what's up, partner? You said fucking... You told him he could be 2 belts, but you told me to chill?
Yeah. And that's what I hope for. But what I hope for, to be honest with you, can be completely transparent, is that it's Andrade and Kevin Knight for the TNT Championship.
Yeah, okay. Because here's the thing, though. Like, let's say we pull Andrade. I just feel like Andrade being the guy that the chicks like is a little dead in the water. He at least has some reason to get plugged into something with a purpose with the Don Callis family, right? Like, what do we do with Andrade next?
Well,
if we peel him away?
He said the real Latino man. If he plays up a little bit more,
Doing this for the Mexicanos.
and look, again, I'm not one of those people that says, hey, all the Mexicans in that corner, all the black guys in this corner, all the white guys in that corner, right? But he did give a handshake to Roosh. Roosh is in LFI.
LWO, I hear you.
No, just LFI. But you get, because if you get Andrade, because here's the other thing too, you could have him lead that group where he's the brains of it. The muscle is Roosh and the Beast Mordos.
If that was his thing, was, hey, we've been held down, right?
Yeah.
Even if it's quote unquote delusion. If he's like, no, I'm gonna make sure we accomplish this stuff. We are gonna get gold. We are gonna show these people. And other people could even be like, we agree with you. We think you could get gold. And he'd be like, see, they're against us. Like, even if he did that, like, that could be fun. But yeah, like you're saying, he's like, he gets a bunch of them to also co-sign on to this message. And,
well, you could do like an evolution kind of thing here, right? Yeah. Think about it. So you could do Andrade is Triple H. Yeah. And I'm not saying that age-wise, right? But like Roosh would be Ric Flair. Sammy Guevara is Randy Orton. And Beast Mordos is your Batista. There you fucking go. Suits. Yeah.
Saying we're here to be, you know what I mean?
Oh my God. And then if Andrade is like, hey, I'm going to have this contract and you're going to sign it. And the Beast Mordos pulls it out because he's a real fucking lawyer. That would be the best.
Let me check with my lawyer. And Beast Mordos like, oh, yeah.
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 Is this the right one?
Yeah. Love it.
That would be great. That would be great.
Why aren't we hired yet? I don't understand.
I know. What the fuck?
Well, I didn't apply. That's the one thing.
Well, yeah. Well, Nashville,
Yeah, that's true. We'd have to go live in Nashville. Nobody wants to do that.
Ugh. No one wants to be there.
Less people want to live there than actually like Leo Rush.
Yeah, and no one likes Leo Rush. No one likes Leo Rush. We all know it, right? We all know it. But yeah, so Kevin Knight joins the Don Callis family.
This gimmick of Leo Rush, we want to preface that again.
Yeah.
Leo Rush. We don't mean Leo Rush, right?
COVID jacket Leo Rush was fine. Like that little guy was fun, you know?
They were looking like the COVID in a commercial where they're like, get out of here, COVID. I'm taking Mucinex.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. That one was fine, right?
Yeah, that looked great. Yeah.
It's this thing. No one likes it. No one likes Leo Rush. Okay.
You imagine the closet rack, like a whole goddamn trunk is taken up on a truck of just those two fucking jackets for those guys.
Not anymore though.
Like a whole rubber.
Because we get this.
Right, yeah, because now we got this. That's why we did it. We had to cut the Rubbermaid space. So now he's like, well, what do I just wear my trunks with this one fucking weird contacts? Be like, oh, I got an idea.
But we get the Jet Speed Collide match after the official Kevin Knight joins the family.
Horsecock breaks.
What do you think about this? So we didn't do this at a pay-per-view. We did it kind of 1 week after Kevin Knight punched him in the face.
I feel like, we teased for a while that these guys weren't necessarily on the same page. Not angrily so. They didn't have beef with each other, but they just weren't quite saying the same things, weren't in the same frame of mind. And then this happened, and Mike Bailey did we're better than that, and then we just this match. Yeah, it feels a little, unless we get more to come.
But I will say this, and who knows, it could still be on the pay-per-view, but this definitely feels more like a Dynamite feud than a pay-per-view feud. You know what I mean?
I agree. We're not going to look back on the career of Kevin Knight or even Mike Bailey and be like, and then the pivotal moment when they broke apart Jet Speed. Like, I don't think so.
No. But yeah, so Kevin Knight though gets the victory through some shenanigans, right? Of course. And then that's when he gets on the microphone, says he's Jet 2 belts, and then he says, MJF, I'm waiting on you. Neat.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So there we go.
Taz was weird throughout this. He was just kind of like, I get it. It's a good choice.
No.
Fucking Don Callis.
This wasn't good. Because this is where we could diversify Stokely. Stokely representing Kevin Knight is good.
Yeah.
Or, and this is where another idea, and again, I don't like the idea of just if you're black, be with the black guys kind of thing, right? But Shane Taylor Productions or Promotions.
Yeah, but even at that, the Hurt Syndicate, didn't one of the last things the Hurt Syndicate as a group said to us on TV was, we're looking for new members? Like, that wasn't one of them? Like, I don't know, like, it seemed like a guy who fits the mold, right? Dressing nice, fucking winning titles. Like,
and do you think, because it also felt rushed, that just like he turns on Speedball last week, and then this week he's just with Don Callis, right?
Yeah. Yeah, we didn't get, like, we saw Don Callis last week say, if you want to get serious, come
right?
talk to
But
me.
like,
and
just
then next
so
week
quick.
it's just like, oh yeah, by the way, he joined. Felt weird. We didn't get a signing. We didn't get a handshake.
So do you think, because I still think AEW does everything for a reason when they care about the story, right? Do you think we still get Swerve somewhere around here? Because as mentioned last week, Swerve himself posted a video of him looking at Kevin Knight after he turned heel, and they're like awkwardly side-eyeing each other.
Yeah.
Does Swerve go, this Don Callis family is going to get you nowhere quick? I
feel like they're just taking that upon themselves for the eventual time they meet up, that they'll have back footage. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know that these are being written. This is the vibe I get, but I could be wrong.
Because Swerve and Kevin Knight.
I know. Could be great.
Because, well, you know, again.
Could be like a new version of the two-man power trip with Swerve and Kevin Knight.
Well, you know, Swerve also has a manager in Prince Nana. Prince Nana could get some guys back into the fold. You know what I mean?
That's true. And Nana, we quietly overlooked that too. Motherfucker cuts a real good promo when we get a serious promo out of that.
Yeah.
And he plays a good way of, like, he's a heel manager. Very clearly defined. But we can get empathy for him based on the heel wrestler pretty easily because we like the dance and Nana's a smaller guy. You know what I mean? So, like, he can work that duality where we're like, hey, fuck the, you know what I mean? Like, the wrestler can kind of shit on him a little, like, and Swerve's even kind of put him in his place a couple times. We're like, hey man, chill out a little bit. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, Nana would work here, I think.
Or,
Nana would work.
And again, I think because Kevin Knight needs to be his own guy, but as we mentioned, talking isn't necessarily the best thing he's doing right now. Just have Mark Sterling talk for him. That's his lawyer. You know, when you need a fucking thing to be said about that babyface, Mark Sterling says it, but then everything else, it's Kevin Knight's the fucking coolest guy in the room. Like, that's what I would actually do.
Yeah.
Because if you're putting him with Don Callis or you're putting him with Swerve, he automatically becomes second, right? Because Swerve,
you're right.
You know what I mean?
Guy. Yeah.
Yeah, and Don Callis is the main guy. And even in the Don Callis family, Okada's the guy.
Don Callis family, though.
Yeah, Kyle Fletcher's the guy. Like, he went from TNT champ, future of the company, not to say he's not still, but like he went from that as the vantage point to, well, now you're underneath Kyle Fletcher, so good luck with that. And that doesn't seem fun, you know? So, what do we get next? We go backstage to Renee, and she's talking with Clark fucking Connors and David Finlay. You know who hates, or you know what we hate more than Leo Rush's gimmick? Clark Connors.
Yeah. You're not. Yeah.
If you
really
were
don't like it.
If you were to come up to me and have a Clark Connors t-shirt on, or be like, hey man, you excited for Clark Connors tonight? I'd take this fucking fork and I'd stick it in your eyeball. I would go, yeah, right in there. I don't even care if you're a grandma. You're fucking right there. Like, Clark Connors? This guy could have picked any fucking name. It's pro wrestling. And he went with Clark Connors. The understudy for Superman, Clark Connors. This fucking guy. This roadie for Matthew McConaughey on movie sets. That fucking guy.
Looks like he's a roadie for Puddle of Mud or something.
Yeah. He looks like he smells like Marlboros.
Looks like the son of the disciple. Remember when I said that?
Yeah. Yeah, he looks like he just invented a new Axe body spray. You know, like
That's a good
fuck
line.
Clark Connors. You know what I mean?
Oh, I can't wait till
David
you said it,
Finley's
somebody-
fine.
Like, you look like you invented a new X bodies.
Yeah, like look at this fucking thing. And that's what he looks like. He's a jerk. David Finley's fine. And they're making fun of Cage and Cope still, right? We beat him up, all that stuff. They got the win over the Bang Bang Gang. And then the OGs come out, the Young Bucks. And they're doing this whole Bullet Club kind of thing. And eventually one of them says, like, you're a Timu Hangman. And then they say, like, you're the worst leader of the Bullet Club ever. Which, if there's multiple leaders, then the whole fucking thing sucks. But I digress. People fucking love that. And so now they're gonna fight to, I guess, decide who's gonna be number one contenders. What do you think?
Yeah.
Young Bucks.
No, it's probably these guys. It's probably the fucking dogs.
The dogs.
Well, I mean, unless we're shooting the Young Bucks Cage and Cope thing quick, but
well, because here's the thing that you have a little bit of hard time doing now is Cage and Cope have to get their revenge on the dogs.
right.
But if we're all being real, we would rather see the Young Bucks versus Cage and Cope.
Yeah.
So I don't know how we're going to do both. Unless this becomes some type of non-finish. Cage and Cope says, hey, we're going to fight both of you guys, but we're going to fight the dogs first, beat them, and then we'll fight the Young Bucks at the pay-per-view. Like, the Young Bucks would be like, we got the winner at the pay-per-view, and obviously then it's Cage and Cope. They beat up the dogs, and there we go. That's the only thing I could think of, though. But I don't know.
Maybe. We'll see.
Because do you think, because what is it, June? And all in is August. I was going to say, do you think we save Cage and Cope versus the Young Bucks for August?
Is early August, though? Like, is it?
I don't know. Maybe.
Because, like, yes. Because I think, like, so you got the Forbidden Door. You're not going to hot shot, Young Bucks, Cage and Cope for that. So maybe that's what these dogs do, right? Mm-hmm. Get the Forbidden Door out of the way, and then the next one is All In, right? So, yeah. Yeah,
so we've got, all right, here's the pay-per-view schedule, I believe. Nope. My God, guys. I went on AEW on pay-per-view, and they have the fucking pay-per-view replays up. I don't want to see that.
It's Forbidden Door, and then it's Forbidden Door is June 28th, and then... Well, they have that Brawl in the Ballpark, July 10th.
That'll be fun.
Redemption. Redemption is the next one, actually. It's July 26th, that new one. That's right.
And then August 8th or August 30th. So it's the end of August.
Yeah.
Is All In London.
We also get Grand Slam Mexico, August 5th.
But I think that isn't that...
Like a Dynamite,
yeah. And I think that's where we're going to do Andrade versus MJF. Now that we're looking at the schedule, that's where, right? That feels like the real Latino man wrestling in Mexico.
Could. It's got Andrade front and center on the poster here underneath MJF.
Mm-hmm. So that feels like it. But anyhow, so we get the dogs, the Young Bucks. Yay. MJF is
Dogs
next.
and Bucks.
Dogs and Bucks. We get MJF in a
collision
cold
when
tub.
It was like the guns versus the dogs. And somebody was like the Christy Nome match.
Yeah. Who do you think she's rooting for? Whatever happened to her? What happened to her fake face? She's still trying to save her marriage with that fucking guy.
Or she's out now.
All.
I think she's out.
Good.
I don't remember.
I hope they're all out. Okay, then we get MJF.
In jail or in a coffin, but that's whatever.
Hell yeah, brother. We get MJF in a cold tub because he competed, and he's like, "Fuck Mark Briscoe. He can stop asking for a match," which is really funny because if you think about how MJF got his match with Darby, he just kept asking.
Asked for it, yeah. But
now he put something up.
Good for me, not for thee. Yeah.
Yeah. Now, maybe that's what MJF does here is like, if anyone asks for a match and it doesn't qualify to be the number one contender, you've got to put something up.
Put up your chicken farm.
I mean, really? Yeah. Like your dad becomes my servant, because his dad's been in some things before, something like that. So there you go. Then we go on to the
Free eggs
Owen
for
Hart.
life if I beat you.
Yeah, well, eggs are expensive.
And they are?
Yeah.
They are. Hey, man.
Yeah. All right. Next up, we go into the ring, and it's our Owen Hart Foundation Women's Tournament quarterfinal.
Rolls
It
right
is
off the
the new Japan
hold
Pro
on.
Wrestling
You know what that means?
Strongs. Well, hold on.
All right. Oh, you got it.
'Cause-
Yeah, all right.
Well, wait a minute. Oh, no, Tim. Oh my God. Let's take a step back. Yeah. So next we go into the ring, and
It's time for the women.
because it's right before the main event, and you know what that means. So we get our New Japan Strong Women's Champion, Alex Windsor, taking on the Wild Card.
The wild card. And I called this back when they first said it.
I know. I really wanted it to be Britt, but I think you're right.
Yeah.
That's such a dumb move, motherfucker. I just saw the score of the game.
Okay.
I got it on my watch. But it's Mercedes Moné.
It is.
And I'll tell you this. Maybe it's because I haven't seen her in a while. Accessories overload. Just had a fucking strap on this arm and this and this and this and then glitter. I was just like, you look like a fucking. It looks like a carnival that you see in front of a abandoned mall.
Yeah, she
had a
looks like
baby and it was her.
Well, it looks like in a parade, right? Like somebody out there doing a dance. Yeah, I agree with you. It's not a style we would pick either, but yes, Mercedes Moné is back, so that means we're gonna see Mercedes Moné win a lot of matches. She's gonna say a lot of promos.
Now, here's the interesting thing. This is what I wanted your opinion on. Because yeah, Mercedes wins. We knew that was going to happen. But we go back to last week. Alex Windsor was like, my husband is working towards his goal of main eventing,
and
but
just
so
chill.
am I.
Yeah.
And as mentioned, if you wanted to do this, rewind the show a little bit, and we saw Marina giving a massage to Will Ospreay. Will Ospreay's not helping his wife, right? His wife is competing.
Back there getting a massage.
Yeah.
From Roderick Strong's wife.
Yeah.
Going on here?
What the fuck is happening? So this is where we could get interesting. Like, again, my philosophy, and this is probably why Tony Khan hasn't hired me, because I would put him to work too much.
Reason.
This is the reason. It's because everything should matter. Everything on fucking TV should matter. There should never be, and then we just, no. Every fucking thing should matter. So, like, in this story.
Like who murdered Tony Storm?
Yes. We don't know. Well,
maybe we'll
I think it's going to be THEKLA. I think we'll find out it's THEKLA. But Alex Windsor should instantly go into crying. Will Ospreay's like, hey, what's wrong? Where the fuck were you? And then,
so here's what it is. Yeah, she didn't even say it in that way. She just kind of like passive aggressively mentions it. Just be like, I don't know, like maybe if you would have been there to help or whatever, and be like, oh, and then like as he's trying to somehow think of a way to apologize for that, Moxie's like, hey, bro, hey, we gotta go, hey, and he's like, hey, listen, I gotta go run around in the fucking parking lot with these guys and do push-ups on each other's backs and shit. Sorry.
Yeah, I mean. Right? Wouldn't that be interesting?
Yeah. Or it's even just Marina. It's not even Mox. She's like, hey, time to go do squats. Let's go. He's like, all right, I gotta go do squats in the boiler room. She's like, what? What?
Or you just go, you have Marina go up there and be like, hey, so you still wanted that massage at 3:30, right? And they're like, fuck.
Yeah. Working the hammies at 4, right?
Yeah. God damn it. And then, just Windsor just starts crying and he gets up and leaves.
Cracks her knuckles in front of her face.
Yeah. Could be
Maybe the best writers. I don't understand.
I know. Again, everything should matter. That's what, and this isn't an AEW thing. This has been pro wrestling forever. It's just this match is going to happen. Alex Windsor is going to lose, and we're just going to forget that these two ever wrestled in this tournament. You know what I mean? Yeah. And like, just like I forget it. Someone said earlier we could have done a second women's match. Like, yeah, because we need more women to be wrestling. But anyhow, What's next? Oh, we go backstage. TJ says that they're going to beat up Double D. Neat.
9/11.
Yep. Twin Towers. Don Callis and Okada have a message for Takeshita. And then they talk about Mark Davis is going to break Ospreay's neck and all that stuff. Okada, man.
We going back after Takeshita? I thought we were going to like maybe move Okada to eyeing a bigger prize.
Yeah. I mean, he did lose, so I get that like he would still be like, hey, fuck that guy, right?
Yeah.
But also, and this is maybe me just being selfish, kind of similar to the Eddie Kingston thing, but like Okada's on the wrong side of his prime. I don't necessarily need him to do retreads. Like, have him bump into MVP.
Yeah, well, yeah.
You know what I mean? The Hurt Syndicate, Don Callis family with just Okada and
even
Lashley.
Okada as a heel and Don Callis family. MJF having to come up with how the fuck he's going to defend his title against the legend that is Okada is a storyline I feel like would have great stuff in it.
Yeah, but it's just, I don't want to see retreads at this point in Okada's career. The Kevin Knight wrestling jet speed again, or speedball again, makes sense, right? You got to get those reps. You got to establish rivalries. Awesome. Guys like Okada, guys like Copeland, we don't need this to be...
thing. We did it. I thought that's what we did. You pass the torch to Takeshita. Move on.
Yep, right.
You know what I mean? Let's go.
So, we'll see. Next up, we go to Tommaso Ciampa. He's waiting for Jericho. As you saw, he had 1,004 reasons why he hates Chris Jericho.
Which is,
yeah,
sure.
Armbar was one of them, which is good.
Yeah.
Calls him a stupid idiot, which is good and fine.
Yep.
No.
This feels like Ciampa was like, it's been a dream of mine to have a feud with you, Jericho. And he's like, all right, we'll do it.
Yeah, this will get me over too because everyone loves your song. We're gonna have a sing off. They're gonna sing your shadow knows the story, and then they're gonna sing my Judas, and then we're just gonna see who's more over. Yeah. And then, man, we get a classic. It felt like Raw is War Attitude Era style main event with Will Ospreay and Mark Davis because these two kicked the shit out of each other.
They did.
And then
old dangerous Mark Davis.
And then every fucking person came out. We had Moxley. We had Garcia. We had who else?
Did we cover this last week? The tag team is Jake Doyle and Mark Davis, like we said. Davis and Doyle, but we're going to call them Dangerous. And it's Dangerous Jake Doyle and Dangerous Mark Davis. And their tag team name is Dangerous.
Although, I think they pivoted. I think they're going to do Doyle and Cage.
Yeah.
I think they're doing Brian Cage.
Yeah, but it's not, man.
Yeah, because you have Murder Machine.
Right.
Keep that. What the fuck is Lance Archer doing? Unless you're not going to keep him, which maybe.
Which they may not. And can he walk still? Like, is he?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's 74
Just don't say that you're taller than him.
Yeah,
he'll get really pissed then.
And he'll get real mad.
Oh, boy. Yeah. But, keep Murder Machine and then, make Dangerous.
Dangerous.
Oh, remember that Mystical song? Danger.
Yes.
That come out to that. Danger.
Man.
Get on the floor.
Tony.
Yeah. Do you like to spend money on songs? Do that one. But yeah, we get everyone here. We get I'm trying to read everyone that we got. We got
everybody.
Takeshita comes out.
Yep.
Fletcher comes out. Okada comes out.
Yep.
Moxley
Brooklyn
comes
Brawler
out.
was in there.
Pac comes out. They're all fucking out here, which was fun. Typhoon, all of them.
Yokozuna
Big
was in
Boss
there.
Man, he came out. Fucking Slick was out there.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
It was
Mr.
Like
Fuji made an
title
appearance.
match.
Yeah,
remember that thing?
So I saw someone, and I think they were trying to be legit, like earnest, but it just was one of the dumber things I've ever heard. So unfortunately, did you hear that that race car driver recently passed away?
Yeah, one of them was young, right? Like 40 something.
Yeah, 41, right? Well, apparently, because that 24/7 championship, he was a 24/7 champion.
That's right.
And someone was like, hey, former WWE 24/7 champion and NASCAR legend. And I was just like, dude, no one
Yeah,
fucking
the guy died, dude. You can't say that.
just stop. And don't lead with that.
Yeah,
You can
exactly.
and the reason why I know him is because this one time he worked with
Yeah.
WWE. But like, yeah, oh my God. I was just like, Jesus Christ. Anyhow, going back to this. We get a hidden blade, a roundhouse kick, a pile driver, all this stuff. By the way, Mark Davis kicking out. Just saying,
Yeah.
Nope, not gonna
Mark
do
Davis
it.
is no
nope,
bitch.
not gonna do it. Yeah. But then ends up that he gets the final what does he get? The death ground, they're calling it. It's just an arm bar.
Yeah.
And Davis taps out. So again, Ospreay winning via submission and moves on to the finals. On the other side, who's on the other side of the bracket? It's our guy Brody King and Swerve,
Brody
right?
and Swerve, right?
So who you got in that one to face Will
It's gonna be
Ospreay?
Swerve. We're gonna have Swerve and Will Ospreay as that match, aren't we?
It feels like it. As much as it would be cool to have Brody fucking be Brody King and let's have some fun pushing the
Yeah.
real shit.
It's gonna be.
And then do you got Will Ospreay over?
Yeah, I think Will Ospreay wins.
But what does Swerve do?
Watches Kevin Knight from afar, I guess. I don't know.
Because just an idea, just throwing it out there like that. What if Kevin Knight, who has joined, Kevin Knight, who's joined the Don Callis family.
Okay.
Don Callis feeling a little bit overwhelmed with, I got to make Okada happy and Fletcher happy and
a lot of mouths to feed.
right. Yeah. What if Swerve, who ran a mogul at one time, says, I'm going to take over that family, right? Like, what if his whole play is, fuck Don Callis, I'm going to cut the head off. I'm going to be the head of
family.
this. Yeah. Well, it's what did he call them when he
Mogul
tried
Embassy.
that group? The Mogul Embassy.
Mogul Entertainment was his.
Yeah,
thing.
yeah. But Mogul Embassy because of Prince Nana.
Right.
And there you go. Well, that would be interesting, right? That would give Swerve something to do. He knows how to be a snake. He could talk in Kyle Fletcher's ear. He could talk in Okada's ear. You could have him do matches with these guys. You know what I mean?
Good.
Beating up on Brian Cage.
Just
and give him
slowly
something
destroy
to do.
the Don Callis family.
Yeah, and then he takes
Don
it
Callis
over.
family is forever enemy. Mm-hmm. Or make Don Callis forever enemy. Yeah, we could do that.
The only thing that I don't want to have happen, because I was thinking about this, because I agree with you. Again, we will do our picks when it's time and necessary. But yeah, it feels like Swerve will lose to Will Ospreay, which is fine. I fear that at All In, we're going to run back one more time, Hangman versus Swerve. And I don't want to do that. You know what I mean? That's where, miss me with that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I do. Yeah.
But that was our AEW Dynamite. No collision this week after Dynamite. We get it on Saturday, and should be a fun show.
Yeah, I was excited for it. I'm excited for where we're going next, but I think it's time for us to turn away from Dynamite, take a little trip back in time, and talk about something that happened back in the Wayback, Tom. Wayback Machine. You ready?
Yes.
We're going back to June 8th, 2022. AEW Dynamite was live right here in Kansas City. Some might call it Independence, at the Cable Dahmer Arena. Trent Barretta and FTR were in the ring sorting out some issues when a sudden distraction occurred. An entrance theme hit, and a highly anticipated superstar made a shocking AEW television debut, walking out on the stage. Let's just get right to it. Who was this world-renowned superstar, Tom?
Well, Tim, let me tell you about it. So that was the day that I got myself fired from Kicksite. Went into the office that day and had a conversation with the boss, the CEO. It was a startup company. And I told him that my frustrations of the thing, and I end up ending the conversation with the CEO saying, well, I guess I fucking quit. And I walked out and I got myself fired. And so then I grabbed my stuff. I quit, but like I did it to myself. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then I was like, well, fuck, now I don't have a job. And then you were like, hey, you gonna meet at the show? I was like, oh yeah, yep, we're going to Dynamite.
Show
Yep.
tonight. Yeah.
Yep. And so I go, and it was me, you, my wife, and my brother-in-law. And my brother-in-law and you were just having a grand old time, and my wife was tolerating all of it, you know? And this was before I really understood like Will Ospreay. I was still kind of giving him the Young Bucks treatment, right? Where it was like, shut the fuck up. Just because it happens across a ocean doesn't mean it's better than what we're seeing here.
Right,
yeah. And I had a fucking reaction to Will Ospreay when he came out. I wanted to fucking kill him. I was like, this is the last motherfucker I want to see today. Oh, I was so mad. Here's the fun thing about that, though. They did a Collision taping after Dynamite, and Trent Beretta and FTR end up beating the Embassy. They beat Kyle Fletcher, Dangerous Mark Davis,
United
and Will
Empire,
Ospreay.
right? Yeah.
United Empire, that's what it's called. Yeah.
I remember that. I remember you were yelling, I think it was maybe about Mark Davis, where you're like looking like a New Age Peaky Blinders or something.
Yeah.
You were yelling.
Well, no, it was Kyle Fletcher because of the stupid haircut. Yeah, and he was like, oh, well, and I was like, you fucking goof, get a cigarette and fucking stand on a corner in a puddle of mud and talk about, I don't know, some brewery that fucking fell, you douche. God. And then he got on the sauce, and now he's fucking cool. I do like Kyle Fletcher now.
Kyle Fletcher's good. Yeah, Kyle Fletcher's good. And Will Ospreay, obviously, we're having big storylines with him here. He's a main player.
And that's the thing. Let me also say, I was completely wrong. I was just, I had only seen that. I do push back, and this may be a fault of my own or whatever. And it also comes because I was an MMA fan, and there was a Japanese promotion called Pride, and obviously in America there was UFC, and everyone used to just fucking tell me till they were blue in the face that Pride fights in Japan were better than UFC fights. I'm like, they're fucking fighting. It does shut the fuck up. You know what I mean? And they still do that with wrestling. Dave Meltzer is a huge proponent of, if it happens in the Tokyo Dome, you start off at 3 stars and then you have the fucking match. You know what I mean? And so that's where my frustration with it. I was like, but he proved me wrong. His promos are way better than I thought, and actually got better since he joined. His storytelling is really good. Big fan of Will Ospreay. Big fan of Mark Davis in the diaper, and big fan of roided out Kyle Fletcher. Like them all.
Yeah, like them all.
Like them all.
All right. Well, we encourage you to like us. Go to AllEliteWrapUp.com. Subscribe there. It's completely free, and we're not sharing any of that information with anybody. And all you get is an email telling you when we're going to go live and do this show right here, which we will try to remember to, have the microphones on when we start next time. See? Better.
Well, we'll keep you on your toes. That's the thing. We're keeping you on your toes because we'll know if you're really listening. Yeah,
to keep us in line. That's what this is, community effort. This is what we talk about. You know what I mean? Reach out and help your community, right? And
fuck down, try.
And then other than that,
I will see you next week, dumbass.